Hello there everyone, it is the Tomica unboxing here, and today, yes, we're gonna to unbox another 1 to 64 Tomica. Well, this time I actually say it is a 1 to 64 Tomica, which also mean it should be a Tomica Limited Vintage, or a Tomica Vintage Neo. So yes, I still quite like the Tomica Vintage series, which, yeah, for me they are doing not a bad job actually, but for the mainline that just sucks. So yes, today we are going to talk about this, the Tomica Limited Vintage Neo F355 Berlinetta. This is a one which is a later release, or just a facelift version, as you can see here. So this is the facelift version. This is actually the kanji of the Japanese version, or Japanese of, the facelift version. So yes, this is the F355 Berlinetta, which is a hot top version, which aka my most favorite of Ferrari of all time. But today, I get myself a 1/64 version of the Berlinetta. So let's see the box of the car. It's just like that. It's showing anything that could be seen from in the box. And this is the thing below. They have the official product license, and yeah, the age is 15 plus, which I'm not. Wait, what? So yes, let's take a look of the inside of the box. So here we can see this is the card of the information it is for the F355, and some point for, I don't know, some lucky draw in some official site. So let's put that aside, and oh wait, yes, this way. So in here they have noticed that we can put a number plate in front of the car, which, nah, I don't think I would do it because it just kind of drops the value, and plus if I mess it up, it doesn't look that good either. So I'm just gonna leave it and put it here, as you can see here. And below that is just a lucky draw thing. I don't know, should be, I don't know. So let's put it aside and let's open the plastic cover and take a look of the car. So they have some plastic thing. This is the paper thing here to protect the car from scratching from the plastic box right there. So let's put that aside and let's see the car. So the car itself is very nicely detailed, not gonna lie, for a 1/64 cars. However, for the price point of this car, something is actually quite disappointed for me. Especially this car actually $320. Yes, Hong Kong dollars. Don't mess it up. It is Hong Kong dollars, so it's not that cheap for me, not gonna lie. So look at the front of the car. They have the dual, fog light, and another fog light. The Ferrari badges right here, and another Ferrari badges right here, and some kind of splitter on this two side, and a black grille. For the pop-up headlights, they cannot pop up, so that's kind of disappointed. But since it is a 1/64 car, I cannot blame that. So this is actually the front of the car, and very, very cool. So moving on to the side of the car, they have the main mirror on, which is a half plastic, so you can break it easily. So I'm not gonna break it, of course. If you can look at the wheels, they are not the best they can make, the best in the world, but at least they make some offer, and they put some offer in it. But however, it's still not match my expectation to be like this. I rather want a kind of bigger, or I don't know, a better rims for that. And the right head is actually quite high. Look at, since this it's quite high here, so it's not what I prefer, but still looking not too bad. So here we have a silver thing here, which should be, I don't know, forget what that is. So as you can see here, the wheels is like the Facebook stars pattern thing, and inside I think I see a brake disc and a brake caliper inside, so that's actually good. So we have a indicator light here, the Ferrari badge is on the panel of the car, and nothing really that special, just a fuel cap right here, and the door itself, and some fans right here. So yes, that's actually the side of the car. So moving on to the back of the car, you can see here is the quad exhaust and quad tail light. And this is the plate of the car, and nothing is written, so I don't mind. So here's a Ferrari badge, and as you can see right here, I think they write F355 Berlinetta. So yeah, this is actually a Berlinetta version, so I expect that. So the engine cover can actually open, so let's open it now. So inside of the engine, they are not detailed as I expected. As you can see, they have two like red dots right here and some silver thing on the top of the engine, but that's it. Nothing really that special at all. They just made a shape of it that didn't bother to you know, detail much more thing inside of the engine. So it's kind of disappointed, but I don't know what they are thinking, but just something less detailed for me in the engine of this car. So let's put the engine cover back on, and you can see here is some fans right here, Ferrari logo right here. So that's actually the back of the car. Still a very cool car, and I like it very much. Moving on to this side of the car, which is basically the same as the other side. Beside that, only the fuel cap is missing here, so nothing really that different. So moving on to the top of the car, nothing really that different. But if you take a look at the interior, that actually didn't make it too bad. They have the seat right here, they have the pattern, they have the what are they? This is the steering wheel, as you can see right here, and the gear lever. Wait, is it a flappy gearbox or a real manual transmission? Let me see. I don't think it is a manual transmission. I think it's a flappy gearbox actually. The F1 is it like sequential? I think it's sequential. Is it? I don't know. So it's just a flappy gearbox like behind the steering wheel, which is not the best one they ever driven from, according to them, which is the owner of them. They said this is not the best one that they have driven before. So looking at the interior, that they actually didn't make a too bad job, but they didn't detail anything, so it's kind of disappointed. But I think that's how the real car looks. And yeah, that's actually it for the interior of the car. Let's take a look of the base of the car. As you can see here, Tomica, scale 1 to 64, Ferrari F355 Berlinetta, produced under license, just kind of blah blah, something like that. So this is basically just saying about a license and for Ferrari made in China in 2020. So as you can see, the base, they have the quad exhaust and engine and stuff, nothing really that complicated, and that's it. But before ending this, I have to say something. This car, surprisingly, have suspension. Yes, this car actually has a suspension, which is quite surprising for me. So yes, consider that they have suspension, I can blame that they have a quite high ride height. So in conclusion, they did really make a nice job on this car, except the engine bay is kind of unsaturated. They are not detailed enough, in my opinion. They are just some kind of paint over, and that's it. For me, it does looks like a beautiful car, but it doesn't worth like 300 and something, because the license are very expensive, so they have to make the car very expensive to balance the cost and the profit they made. So yes, this is actually a nice car, but it doesn't really worth that much. Not gonna lie, 300 something, I'd rather buy two N64 than this one. But since this one is my favorite Ferrari, I have to get this one on my hand. So yes, this is actually the review of this thing. I like it very much, and they made a good job. Did a good job, not made a good job, Jesus Christ. So see you guys next time on the next video. Bye.